We're going to make Kate's eyebrows a little bit fuller. So I'm going to show you how to airbrush with eyebrow stencils and Dinair airbrush makeup. This is our airbrush, and we're going to go ahead and turn on the compressor. And we have our eyebrow stencils. And what's really cool about this is there's actually eyebrow hairs also. So you can put little hairs back into the eyebrow. And as we know, part of the aging process is that women start to lose their brows. So this is a great way to actually put hairs back in, and it's still looking super natural. So I'm going to use the solid one for a minute, and then we'll go into the hairs if we need to. Light smoke is the color of choice. This is from Dinair's Glamour line. We shake it up. It's water-based, safe around the eyes. All you need is a couple drops. Goes quickly into the cup. And we just go ahead and spray into a tissue so we know what color we have. Do you like that color?
I do.
Okay, very good. And brows are very personal, and that's another thing that I like to do is always ask your clients, what shapes they prefer, what colors they like, because brows are something that women tend to hold on to. So we're just going to use the middle shape. I think that might be the right shape here. And I like to think of the eyebrow in 3 different sections. So we like the beginning, the middle, and the end. So I'm going to focus right now on the beginning of the eyebrow, which is then the inner eyebrow here. So we're going to go ahead and take the inner eyebrow. If I lay it down hard, I'm going to get a hard edge. If I create distance with the stencil, I'm going to get a soft edge. So I'm going to go ahead and be right about in the middle. Not touching flush. And then just with my lever, we're going to wiggle out a little bit of makeup at a time, focusing on the inner part of the eyebrow. And then you want to stop and you want to look and see if you want to add more, because eyebrows happen quickly. Well, let's see. Did you want to add more to that inner area?
I like the beginning part. It's nice.
So that's perfect. So then we're done with that area. So now we're going to continue on to the inner part of the eyebrow. And you can see we've only sprayed just this outer corner. Now I can use a different edge of a different stencil if I wanted to. So if I wanted the tail end of one and the front end of another, you can do that as well. So we're going to go ahead and go to the middle. And if you wanted to create color where there isn't any, I'm just going to line my stencil up and pretty flush against the skin so I get that harder line. And we're just going to go ahead and spray the stencil very lightly and watch the color land onto the skin. It looks pretty good. Go ahead and take a look. And take them through it every step of the way. Or if you're doing yourself, do the same thing. Just look at it every step of the way, and if there's a certain part you don't like, it's makeup.
It has a nice arch to it.
Yeah, it's great. It's perfect, I think. And it's adding a little bit of fullness just by adding a touch of color. So now we're going to concentrate on the back end of the stencil here. And we'll just do the tail end and let the stencil do the work for you. Now, if any gets in there, we're just going to go ahead and take a dry Q-tip. If any overspray happens, we'll just take a dry Q-tip and roll it over that area, and it will pick it right up. And usually the tail end of an eyebrow is a little bit sparse, so that's where you might spray a little bit more makeup. I think we're looking good. Okay, what do we think? And then we'll flip it and do the other side.
That's what I always try to achieve on my own, but it's never consistent. That's good, I like it.
It's very nice. Another trick, you can use a little mascara wand just to comb it out. It also helps the makeup blend in with the hairs a little. So we're going to just comb it. And on to the next side. All we do is wipe this stencil down, and it's going to be perfectly clean, and we have the exact same shape on the other side. So we'll just wipe it with the tissue. And then we can flip it over and do the other eye. So light smoke, make sure I have makeup in the cup of the airbrush, which I do. I always spray onto a tissue before I begin. just like that. And then we're ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and start with the beginning of the eye and just wiggle your lever. And sometimes you just have 1 or 2 areas that you want to fill. It's okay just to fill in that one area. You don't need to do the whole brow if you don't need to. What's not broken, don't fix it, right? And less is more. So now on to the middle part of the eyebrow. And if you're unsure if it's spraying, just spray a little on your hand. Make sure everything's working. We're good. And we're on to the end of the eyebrow. The tail end. And you're going to lay it down hard if you want more of a hard edge. But a little color goes a long way. We'll just take our mascara wand and comb through. What's great about the airbrush makeup is there's no waxy pencils. It's going to last all day, and it's an instant gratification. It's instant color, and you look amazing. So I hope this helped in how to airbrush your eyebrows at home.